What's up, everybody? Trip with Sailing and Such here on YouTube, and in this video I'm going to take a moment and just answer some of your questions that I get in the comments and through other avenues. So here we go. First question is from Jerry's88. Jerry says, what would you do if in the middle of the night you hear an animal right by or even brushing up against your tent and you have no idea what it is? What if you have your rain fly closed and you can't see what it is? What if the rain fly is open and you can see it through the netting? What if it's a bear? Do you make noise to scare it? Or do you stay quiet and hope it will just go away? Well, what a great question, Jerry. Well, I think the first thing I would do is I would reach for my camera because if there's something brushing up against my tent and if it's a bear or something else, it's probably going to be exciting video. But other than that, I would probably lay there quiet at first because I don't know what it is and I don't know what its intentions are. So I would lay there and I would listen, or I would look if I could see it, and I'd try to figure out, okay, is it just a curious animal who's just wandering around and smelling what this weird thing is out here in his woods? Or is it something that's trying to get in and to get after me or my food or whatever? If it poses a threat to me or not. Now, if it doesn't pose a threat to me, I'm probably going to sit there and I'm going to try to, unzip the tent or just get him on camera somehow. But if I do think it's posing a threat to me, of course, I'm going to try to turn the camera on, and then I'm probably going to scream, yell, make a lot of noise, and make a lot of movement, and try to scare it off as best I can. Because, if it's a bear, a lot of times, or I hope a lot of times, and I think I've heard a lot of times, you can just scare them off. So that would be my plan there. Or if it's like a coyote or something like that. But most of the time, it's probably going to be a raccoon or an armadillo or, something of that nature. So don't worry about it too much, Jerry. I think you might be overthinking it a little bit. But great question nevertheless. All right, the next question comes from 50 Adventures. He says, how does your sup do in shallow water, ankle-deep water? I'm thinking about getting one. Well, I'm glad to think about getting one because the gnats are bothering me, because I love mine. I know you guys can tell that. So how does it do in shallow water? Well, I think it does, pretty similar to your typical kayak, because the one you're talking about, the Kaku Kahuna, it has a kayak hull. So basically, it sits in the water very similarly to that of a kayak. It doesn't have a fin or a skeg or anything that goes down and that could get caught in the sand, which is one thing I really like about it. Generally, what I've found when I'm paddling with others is I generally have a lighter load because I just have lighter practices. I'm not carrying a cooler. I'm not carrying a bunch of heavy extra stuff compared to most people that I've paddled with. So, in that regard, I tend to get over the shallow areas easier than other people. But let's say that we are all created equal weight-wise, and we're sitting the same depth in the water. Well, I'm at a big advantage there, I feel. If I come up on ankle-deep water and, my board runs aground and I stop, it's so easy just to step off and either let the board float up and it moves by itself, or step off and drag it a little bit and step right back on. Now, compared to a regular kayak, you've got to get out of the kayak, which is certainly not as easy as just stepping off the paddleboard and then getting back on. It's not as easy just to step on a kayak as it is to step on a paddleboard and continue paddling. So that's what I really, really love about it. I just love how it's so easy. But, back to your question, I really think they're, pretty similar overall, but, if you have lighter packing tendencies like I do, you're going to skirt over those shallow areas a little bit easier. The next question is from Aaron Brinkman. Aaron asks, how is the spam that you brought with you? Now, he's talking about my Coosa River adventure where I go down the rapids and stuff on my stand-up paddleboard and visit the dam and a lot of other cool stuff. I had a little full packet of spam, and how was it? It was excellent. It seems that whenever I eat food, when I'm out there, you know, it all just seems to taste better. Everything is better. The experiences are better. The, you know, sights and sounds and tastes and smells are just better. Life is better when you're out there enjoying. So it goes the same with the food. And I remember one particular time in one of my first videos, or one of my first adventure videos, years ago when I was sailing my 17-foot sailboat down in the Florida Keys, I did a day where I think I was like, I don't know, 11 or 12 or something hours straight steering my boat. You know, moving from anchorage to anchorage. I mean, just straight. I, you know, never had a break, never anchored. At the end of that day, I was so worn out. I was so hungry. I had a whole can of Spam, and I just ate it with a spoon, and it tasted like steak. It was so good. Now, was it steak? No, it was Spam. But it tasted so good because I was out there. I was in the Florida Keys. I was, you know, having this incredible experience. I had this hard, tough day, and it was finally time to relax and eat and feel civilized again, and it just tasted so good. So the point is, everything out there is better, even if you are having Spam. But if you have a good food, a better food, like my pack of gourmet meals that I like so much, oh, they are super good, even, you know, at home in the air conditioning, but they're even better out on the trail. So all food is just better out on the trail or on the water, okay? Next question is from X-Filer. What kind of shoes are you wearing? Looks like some Crocs I have. Well, if it's the Crocs you have my favorite pair of shoes, because these right here are the Croc Swiftwater shoes. They're the canvas type, or the net kind. They're just so awesome, so amazing. I've had these for quite a while, and I wear them whenever I can. Whenever my wife allows me to, or whenever it's appropriate. Even when it's not appropriate, I want to wear these all the time. I was thinking today, I've been looking up some hiking shoes, because if I'm going to start backpacking, I need to get a new pair of hiking shoes. And I was thinking, you know, could I just wear these when I'm hiking, and maybe like a waterproof sock, or some special socks or something, because I just love these so much. Granted, they don't have much grip on the bottom, but I was even looking for some Crocs that had a rubber sole with some aggressive grip. I mean, just this is so comfortable. Like, I never got a blister. There's no wear and tear. Walking in the water, walking in the sand, walking in the mud, walking in the rocks. Everything is awesome in these shoes. So, man, if anyone's considering shoes, you guys have heard me preach about these things. These are the best shoes that I've found so far. Love these shoes. Love them. I wish, you know, one time, I ran like a little over 2 miles in these shoes one time at Grayton Beach, running back from where to my truck from where I stopped kayaking. I mean, I ran in the shoes. That's when they were brand new, and I ran just fine. Man, they're awesome. All right, next question is from Chaz Courtney. Trip, how can I get a sticker, bud? Well, a sticker's easy to get, Chaz. I mean, easy to get. But it depends on what sticker do you want. Do you want the free Get Out There sticker? If you want one of these, all you have to do is send a self-addressed, self-stamped envelope to me. There's a link below that you can go and find the address to send this to and the specific directions on how to get your free sticker. So you can do that, or if you want some, I don't know what sticker you're talking about. If you want like a Sailing and Such bumper sticker, or a sea kayak decal, I don't know if you guys can see that, probably not, or a fishing kite decal, you can get all that over at SailingandSuch.com/shop. There'll be a link to that below too if you want to get some of those stickers and just deck out all your stuff. But I highly suggest a free Get Out There sticker because it's free. Just send me an envelope with a stamp on it and I'll send you one. If you want more than one, put $1 in the envelope. It's that easy. Let's go look at another question. What's a recent question? We'll go to the comments here on YouTube. Oh, menu, comments. I vote B.O.B. Adventure. Thanks, Patrick Bryan. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, here's a great question. Thomas Evers says, why is your channel called Sailing and Such? You don't do any sailing. Come on, Trip. What's the deal? Great question, Thomas. To kind of round it out, I read that question yesterday, and I would plan on answering that in here, but oh, I love to answer that question. So what's the deal with sailing? Well, all right, you know, the channel, yeah, I started out sailing. That was one of my interests then. That was my major interest. And so I was like, well, what do I name my channel? You know, I may not always want to do sailing, so let's name it Sailing and Such. I don't know, because I may want to do something else. So that's what I named it. And so over time, the channel's evolved. I've evolved. My interests have evolved, and I don't sail much anymore. I haven't sailed in quite a while, but I would definitely like to do some more sailing. And you know, I get quite a few questions like that. So why don't you sail anymore? So I think what I'm going to do is next summer I'm going to be looking for someone in my local area who has like a Hobie Cat or some sort of race boat or some sort of sailboat who wants to let me ride on there with them and go sailing with them, maybe in a race or something exciting or a storm. You know, wouldn't that be cool? And get some sailing in, because I really, you know, I love sailing. I still love it. I really, you know, it's so much fun. It's so amazing, such a great feeling. But I kind of stopped sailing because it was so sophisticated and it took a lot of time and a lot of preparation to do it. And it's not as simple as just tossing the kayak on top of the truck or tossing a backpack on your back and going out for a 1 or 5 day adventure. It's just a lot more complicated, and I try to simplify my life a little bit, because simple is better in my opinion. Okay, but so I would like to do some more sailing in the future, and I hope I get to, and I'm pretty sure that it will happen. Well, that's it. This is just a quick little video. I want to go here and answer some questions and stuff for you guys, because you know, it's getting tougher for me to answer questions, and I would like to consolidate my responding efforts to less social media platforms and less avenues. This is a suggestion I got from a patron over at patreon.com, people who help support Sailing and Such, people who are really behind Sailing and Such and the backbone of Sailing and Such. I go to them for advice a lot. So it was kind of suggested that I kind of narrow down my avenues of response, and here's a good one that people can come back and watch instead of having to go through the comments. You know, kind of pick out the good questions and answer those. I may not be responding to as many emails and stuff coming up in the future. I'm probably still going to try to respond to them, but it's going to be delayed like it has been here lately. It'll be like 3 weeks, and I'm like, sorry for the delayed reply, but blah, 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 blah. But anyways, all right, so if you guys have a question or anything you would like answered, leave it in the comments below in this video, and you never know, it may get answered in the next video, which probably I'd like to do this weekly maybe. So leave a comment below, and patrons, you guys, I'm going to let you guys submit video questions. So if you guys would like to submit a question, just film a little video on your cell phone or something and shoot it to me. Make it less than 30 seconds, 15 to 30 seconds. Make it clear, concise, to the point, and you may be on a Sailing and Such video. Alright, thank you patrons, and if you guys are wondering like, what is Patreon? Well, there's a link below to that too. Go check that out and find out what it's all about, and that's the nitty-gritty, the backbone, the family of Sailing and Such. They're all the people who are helping support and helping the channel paddle on, and I guess hike on here coming soon, because I'd like to do some hiking videos and just regular camping videos soon. Alright, take care of yourselves, God bless, keep the questions coming, keep watching videos, and get out there. And get a free Get Out There sticker. I've got, how many more left? 425 probably. I ordered like 500, so yep, there's a lot more left, so send me your envelopes. No, probably less than 425 now. Yep, a little over 400. So send your envelopes before they're all gone. Alright, take care, God bless.